After planning this trip for about 3 years, we finally got to go. But to make it happen, we had to go to Galveston. So here we are on the plane flying to Galveston, Texas. So exciting, so much anticipation. That is me and my sister on the plane getting ready to go. Once we got there, we went to NASA's International Space Station. Is that what you call it? I don't know. I don't care. That's my dad's family when they went. It was really, really neat. We really enjoyed it. We got to see a lot of the space station, including these cows right here that are being used for an experiment. Don't worry, I don't think it hurts them. But students within Texas are getting internships to work with these cows right here and also to just come aboard the International Space Station and work on all kinds of neat projects. It was really exciting to learn about. We learned about the Mars mission while we were there. We learned about this rocket right here called the Saturn. I'm pretty sure that's the one we learned about. I don't know. It was a weird day because as exciting as all this was, we were kind of too tired to really process all of it. Not that, that held us back from the experiment too much. It's just we were tired. The very next day, we decided to go back to the International Space Station, and we definitely were able to process things much better now that we were not tired. While we were there, we ended up going to the museum and learning even more stuff about NASA. We went to this neat restaurant called Yagi for lunch and dinner. We went to this ethical jewelry store, which I highly recommend. It was so nice. We went nearly to this fair that we saw there, but we didn't go in because tickets were crazy expensive. The next day, we went to get our COVID tests. Okay, so we're about to get on the ship. We tested negative yesterday for COVID, so we should have no problems getting on the ship or anything. I don't know why I paused there. And we are finishing up our preparations to get on the boat. I was so nervous. I just knew something was going to go wrong and one of us was going to test positive, but everything couldn't have gone better. After a long time of waiting, we finally got to go on the cruise ship. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I could not have been more excited. See the boat, see everything. Oh man, look at that. Isn't it amazing? I'm so excited just talking about it. Oh man, finally getting on the boat was so nice. We finally got to breathe a sigh of relief because we did it. Gosh dang it. We went through it. We got the tests. We did everything. It took 2 long years, but finally we did it. Yes, that is a picture of gas stations. That is the water park they had for the kids. Those are the hot tubs. Those are even better shots of the hot tubs. That is this cool mural they had with toucans on it. That's the adult pool that we never swam at. And that is the awesome welcome aboard cake that I did not get to get a single slice of. This was our room that we stayed in. Isn't it so nice? It was very, very comfortable. We had everything that we needed. It was perfect. Look at that couch. That couch was so comfortable. We even had a balcony. That was so fun. There was even this cool shopping center that I had no idea about called Cafe Pomerade. That was so nice. I loved it. See, look at all the restaurants. Look at all the shops they have. Isn't this boat so nice? Wasn't it so classy? And then there's this. I have no idea what this is, but it was cool. It adds to the aesthetic. This is the boat right as we were leaving the harbor. It was so exciting, and it was also very lovely to just watch the city go by. There's really nothing quite like a view of a boat passing by a city. It's so weird how it slowly moves. But, yep, it was such a nice time. We were just chilling on the roof of the boat. We were still waiting for our baggage to come, so we were a little anxious about that, but my family told me not to be too worried about that. It was kind of sad to say bye to Galveston, but we got to eat dinner that night on the Classic cruise ship, so it wasn't that sad. This was our seat right here. Look how fancy it is. And this is the food I had for lunch in the buffet. I don't even know what half of that stuff is, but it was good. Just kidding, I do. And here was the dessert I had after lunch. And just to give you an idea of what the fancy dinner was like, this is my prime rib steak that I have that I was really excited about with yuca that was tucked right underneath it for dinner. And here is the amazing royal cheesecake that they had. And that night we went to the theater to see a comedian who was very funny. And the next day we had breakfast. This is what the breakfast looks like on the boat. And then the next day, it was time to get out and go to the pool. Pooling was the main thing we did, but the main event was the really, really fancy dinner. This was my makeup that I had prepared for months, so please tell me how great it was or I'll freak out. This is my toes. Cassie did this for me. It was so nice. And this is my dress and my hair. This is me and Cassie in both of our dresses. Oh man, we had been so excited for that for a long, long time. They were our prom dresses for the proms that never happened. And look at my cake that night. Wasn't that awesome? We even got a spare piece of cheesecake. That night we went to go see another comedian who did a whole fire show for us. And look at how they folded our towels. They did this for us every night. It was so cute. That night was a bear. And then later on, me and Cassie went to do this whole Latin dancing thing they were hosting close to Cafe Pomerade. This is us once we had changed, but we're in better clothes. And the next day we went to Mexico. Oh man, I was so excited. I was shaking the whole time. I couldn't believe that I was actually getting to go to Mexico. That exact location was Costa Maya, I believe. Can't believe it. We're actually going to be there. I know it. I'm going to film my first step onto Mexico. Okay. We're in Mexico. We stepped onto Mexico. After that, we went to get on our tour bus. It was so nice. This is the great Mexican town that we passed through, the great Mexican roads, the great Mexican market. This may sound like I'm making fun of it. I'm not. This was really, really, really exciting. I was so nice to finally see Mexico. Look, they even have a cemetery where Day of the Dead stuff happens. This was the gift shop at the place we went to, and here's the main event, the Mayan ruins. Each Mayan temple we saw was bigger than the last one. Look how massive they are. Look how they're so intact after thousands of years. This was the rainforest that was around us. Ooh, even more amazing temples. Look at that. Look how they survived the test of time. Isn't that so great? Isn't that so neat that we get to see stuff like that? This was one that we got to get very up close and personal to. These were ones we could not go on. We couldn't really step on them, not too much anyway. Although there was a very, very large set of stairs that we were allowed to go up that were very, very tiring. So, that was nice. Here's this one. This one had the nicest view, in my opinion. Look at the rainforest, too. Wasn't the rainforest awesome? Here's me getting up those steps I told you about. This is the biggest Mayan temple that was there. This is it from even more angles. It is so amazing just that this is there. I don't know the ins and outs of these temples, so I don't know what the purpose of this was, but it was still nice to see the straw roof that it had. I wonder what purpose it served. Our tour guide gave us a map of the Mayan civilization and how different it was. Oh, this was when the monkeys came. See that? See that? I can't believe how big those monkeys were. They were huge. They looked like big people too with tails. It was hilarious watching them swing around. Look at the drama. Looking down on the plebeians. I think specifically that was a spider monkey. I'm not a monkey expert, though. All I know is that monkeys are honestly the foulest of creatures existing in the jungle. I could tell you that story, but it'd be too sad. Look at that. Just look at the drama. The monkey drama was so funny. Oh my gosh. All right, plebeians. So after checking out the Mayan ruins, we finally went back to Costa Maya, the town. We had to really, really hustle because due to, I think it was delays with the tour bus leaving, we were going to be very, very late to our dinner, but we got to see more of the Mexican countryside, which was nice. But it was still kind of an uncomfortable feeling that we weren't going to get to shower off or anything before we went to eat. And we were very sweaty, even though it was a cloudy, overcast day. Here's some stuff from the gift shops over in Costa Maya. Costa Maya is a really underrated place. It was just so beautiful, a very nice resorty area. These were some dancers that we got to take pictures with on the way out. One of them called me beautiful, but I'm never telling Dad that. Here's us in front of the sign for Costa Maya. We only had a few minutes before it was time for us to go to dinner, so here's the outfit I managed to scrounge together, and the lipstick I would have rather had with it when I actually went to dinner. This was my dessert for the night. Dinner was amazing as usual. And this is the view from the back of the ship as we were leaving Costa Maya. It was sad, but the next day it was time for Roatan, Honduras. And man, Roatan was beautiful. Here is a panorama I took of Roatan. This is the first time I've ever made a panorama, I'm not going to lie, and I think it turned out pretty good. Roatan was a very, very lovely place. It was very touristy. This was my outfit the day that I went. Yeah, I'm going to show you all my outfits. Wasn't this so cute? They had a recycling bin for food waste. Like, look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how nice it is. This is the town. This is Roatan itself. We were on a tour bus, and these are all the shots I got to take of Roatan. These are the guinea pigs. We went to an animal sanctuary, and this was the first place we went. Animal rescue, I think. Here are some of the animals that were there. There was this really neat bird. We got to see other really neat animals. We got to see sloths. Oh man, sloths, they're underrated. Let me tell you. These things were adorable. You see us holding on to them, the pictures. Yeah, that was for our benefit, not theirs. Because let me tell you, those 3-pronged claws they have are tight. These are some contours there. Look at these beautiful birds. Isn't nature awesome? And that is why we must protect it. Here are some monkeys. I forgot the exact name of this breed, but these monkeys were actually pretty adorable. I went into this kind of not liking monkeys because of a story in Costa Rica that I may have to tell you one day, but these monkeys, they were actually really sweet. They were, they were bouncy. They jumped on top of everyone and snatched whatever they wanted, but they were nice. They jumped on my shoulder just out of nowhere, and it was so funny. Oh, man. I know we might look a little awkward in these pictures, but that's because the monkeys would just bounce on us whenever I wanted. These were these iguanas. Iguanas were everywhere, and let me tell you, they are so chill. It's kind of funny. Look at them. They're the kings and queens of South America. They're just chilling. They're just like, yeah, we know you are here to see us, so gaze upon our majesty, you peasant human. This is my sister actually getting to pet one of them. You were allowed to do that because, like I said, they're chill. These are some really huge fish that we got to see when we were at the animal place. It might have actually been a sex share, but I think it was supposed to protect them. This is a really massive shell that one of our guides showed us. Then afterward, we got to explore more of the Roatan countryside, and then we went to the Macaw Market. We didn't actually explore the countryside. I just saw things. I'm just making things up. Look at how neat this place was. Look how nice it is. Look how well set up it is. I wanted to see every single shop there, but I couldn't. This is a little kitty cat that Cassie got to make friends with. Not me. I don't know why that is. Here is a shop where I got to try chocolate and see another cat. Here is some of the really neat, interesting chocolate I got to try. I'm a bit of a chocoholic. This is 80% cocoa. I probably shouldn't have done that because I just had a strange cat, but very hard. Very nice. Oh, this is chocolate. The kind of coffee is good. These are more of the goodies that we saw at the Macaw Market. They had all kinds of really neat, super colorful stuff. It was a shame that we didn't get any souvenirs, but we're kind of saving them. And this is Cassie getting to be one with the cat we saw. This is my really cool wooden mug that I got while I was there. I knew I just had to have one. While we were getting on the boat, we got to have these nice refreshments, and boy, did we need them. That night was a tropical theme, so I got to bust out this sarong that I've had for a long, long time. We got to go to dinner that night, and dinner was fabulous as always. This is our cute little turtle towel that we got to have when we got back to our room. We had to get up really, really early, so all we got to have for breakfast that morning was this coffee for each of us. We were going to Belize, which was the only non-Spanish speaking country on the boat tour, but nonetheless, going there was very, very exciting. Fun fact, 2 years ago when we originally planned this vacation, Belize was not a part of the trip, but now it was, and that was interesting. This is Belize when we got there. As you can see, it is a lovely happening place with a lot of excitement. It definitely gave us a lot of excitement. Here is us with our early morning faces getting on the boat tour. And this is the start of the boat tour. We had a really, really nice tour guide. Taught us a lot about Belize, about the history, about how some of the schools are. He even showed us some interesting exotic little fruits like this one that works as a so that was interesting. And here is the riverside nature that we got to see. This is the if that I was talking about. And this is more of the beautiful, beautiful countryside of Belize. This is us on the boat tour. Okay, this is not us, but this is where the boat tour took us. I do not recall as of this moment if I actually captured this, but there were a lot of animals. Like we saw, I think it was manatees in the water. I don't think any videos or pictures or anything really caught that, but it was still very, very neat to see. I was very much amazed by how many houses were along the riverside. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but it was just nice to see how many of them had really set up along the river and how many homes were along the river. It was very neat in my most personal opinion. That might not be the neatest thing to everyone else, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Belize really is a happening place from what I saw. We were told to not go anywhere outside of the touristy area, so we did not, but from what I saw through this, it looked like Belize was, I didn't see any problems with it. I'm trying to pick and choose what to say because I really don't know all that much about Belize. I do know though their countryside and their nature is absolutely phenomenal. The rainforest is just, it's magical, It's not just exotic. It is wild, it is untamed, it is so beautiful. Here is some more of the big trees. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Okay. There were a lot of flowers and a lot of flowers. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. I will never get better at this, even if I do write this stuff down, because I would not be able to time everything. But this is one of the more relaxed parts of the tour, where we got to just look at the thick groves of rainforest right by the river. We got to see a more relaxed view of nature rather than just speeding right through it, if you will. And it was very nice. While we were on the tour, they were passing out drinks, and, some of it was just regular fruit juice, which was delicious, by the way, and some of it was alcoholic, and it was funny. We were passing out the drinks, and people tore through the alcohol so fast. I remember I was just like, dang. Honestly, I couldn't believe how early in the morning it was, and then people were already just also, we were on the tour. There was a surprising amount of very young kids on that boat, which I do not know too much about child care, but I would highly recommend that you do not bring very small children on a boat, especially if the boat is going to be very, very loud and, breezy. Let's call it breezy. Okay, so now we're switching things up. Thank you, iMovie. Here's more of the flowers and more of the river. I love the little tunnel right here. This is me with one of the fruity drinks I was telling you guys about. It was very tasty. Didn't get me drunk, though. Here are more of the houses alongside the river with the boats. My parents are going to get on me about well, if you just wrote down things we did. I cannot time things. That is not easy. The civilization looks very nice. This is probably stuff that only rich people can have, because let's be real, only rich people can live alongside the water, I'm guessing. But regardless, it was lovely. Afterward, we went to this marketplace where we saw these cool women dance. It was very lovely. They were so talented. We loved their costumes or outfits. I don't know. I've never been there. I wish I got that one dress that's on the left from the market. That was a lot of fun. I think we got some souvenirs, but I don't remember. It was very nice hanging out in Belize. We had to leave before lunchtime, which is kind of a shame because on the other places we got to see more. After lunch, we decided to play a trivia game. We were terrible at it. After dinner, I think that is when we went to, yes, I have this right, to the club dancing. That was just me and Cassie. It was very, very late. We ended up watching an episode of The Orville. We were relaying it to get that late, but it's okay. The next day, we went to Cozumel, Mexico, our second location in Mexico, and I have to say, this might be my favorite place that we went on the trip. It's kind of tough. So we didn't actually do anything that was scheduled that day, for the cruise passengers. We just kind of decided to explore the city. So we got a taxi and, just went to town, pretty much. We got in a taxi, and this was the view out of the taxi. It was really, really nice. Once we got there, we got to see this right here. Isn't that very lovely? We went to a shop that had this statue of the thing. Mom haggled prices. It was so cool. And then there was this, this very nice city. Look at those. I don't know what they're called. They're very colorful, hanging from the buildings. Isn't that so pretty? Don't you just love these freaking tourist towns? This is, I don't know, but it's Mayan. I remembered at one point. See this view? Isn't this nice? Isn't it so nice? See this? We got to see the Mexican Hard Rock Cafe. And we got to see this blue water while we were eating lunch. The blue water. I just cannot get over the blue water. I guess it's because where I come from, we won't go there. And this is a video I took of water from the deck. That's a slow-mo. I've never done that before, but didn't it look cool? Oh, am I forgetting something? What else happened while we were in Cozumel? I'm just forgetting so much right now. Oh yeah, that's right. We went swimming. Yep, we got to go swimming right there, right where I'm filming this, right where the cruise ship was. And it was great. Okay, I was scared of crabs the whole time. I've had bad experiences. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very neat. I didn't think we would actually get to do something like that, but it was fun. So that night for dinner, it was the second most formal night, and I was very proud of this look, so please tell me how great it was in the comment section. Just kidding. But I was very proud of this, and I do love this dress that I'm wearing right there. I got to have baked Alaska for the first time for dinner. It was really, really proud of it. The next day, we really didn't do much besides swim, so I really didn't take too many pictures of anything. This is the black dress because I thought it was going to be formal all the time, every single day. At the end of the cruise, people danced for us, and it was so cool. This is the Tres Leches cake I got. It was good. And this is the extra tiramisu that I may or may not have gotten because I wanted to try it or something. And this is the ice show. No, it's not. This is before the ice show because if I were to show you that, it was illegal. And that would be the room that we were leaving, sadly, that day. It was very sad. And this is a slow I took of the plane taking off because we had to go back from Texas to Georgia. This is always the worst part when the trip is over. If I'd had it my way, we probably would have been there for, 2 weeks, maybe longer. I'll wear those fancy dresses every single night. I don't care. I'll do it. Well, I had the most fun on this cruise. I don't know if I wished it had happened sooner like it was supposed to, or if I'm glad that things turned out the way they did. I guess I am glad that things turned out the way they did, actually. I'm going to retract that statement. This was great, and it was nice to finally travel again and explore again. That was so great. That being said, I was glad to come home. This was us seeing City Rose for the first time after we got back. While I was on vacation, I got this wooden mug. I was very excited for it. It's got salt on it. This is a charm bracelet we got on the cruise ship because they had a sale or something like that. I don't even remember anymore. These are earrings that I got. This is a bracelet that I actually got in Texas. And these are some more earrings that I got also in Texas. Made this video so this vacation would last longer since it took so long to finally happen.